What's up, y'all? This is Lou, and right now let's discuss a follow-up to my video on pro-life child hunger. So as it turns out, the state legislature in North Dakota, not only did they vote down by one vote free school lunch program for children who live below the poverty line, but in an interesting twist, they voted for an increase in their own budget, specifically that covers their per diem for food. Ironically enough, they cite inflation as the need for more money for themselves to be able to eat. Again, this state legislature in North Dakota, if you're paying any attention to the progressive news cycles, you're seeing the video of Senator Wobama standing up in front of a room full of people and making, again, the disgusting and inhumane argument that feeding hungry children is not the state's responsibility. The responsibility should fall solely on the parents. And again, these are people who tend to vote for pro-life policies, yet they see no need for the state to come together to feed hungry children. In other words, they don't care if those kids starve once they're born. And this really gives you a microcosm of modern America. These politicians who tend to be corporate funded, who tend to take their marching orders from private organizations. They make their salaries, which in North Dakota, the salary is around 70 grand per year for a state legislator. Which, I mean, I'd like to be making that amount of money. I don't know about you guys. I'm currently not making that amount of money. Would be nice. Would be a lot easier to feed my children. But it just shows the rules for thee but not for we mentality that this would-be ruling class has for us. They don't care if your children starve. They essentially call that reckless spending, yet they will allocate more of your tax dollars towards them eating better meals and have the nerve to cite inflation as the need for that, as if inflation isn't affecting you. And more importantly, if you're among the working class or people living below the poverty line, specifically in North Dakota, as if it's not affecting you more, because you are spending a higher percentage of your income on food than they are. So that shows you right there that where their priorities are. These are people who say they legislate to protect children. These are people who say that, you know, children are the future, this, that, and the other, and this is why we need to protect this and protect that. And when it comes down to a simple issue like should we feed children, their answer is no. No. If you can't feed them, let them starve. Or, in some states, they will suggest that CPS should get involved, which essentially throws your child into the system. Maybe that's intended, or the design of things. But I just wanted to follow up that video because it was very interesting, their legislation that came on the heels of voting down free lunch program for poor children, and yet they voted in favor to allocate more money to feed themselves. Once again, to the people of North Dakota, if anyone sees this, or you know anyone who lives in North Dakota, or you can get any word to North Dakota whatsoever, your children deserve better than this. This has been Lou, on your left.